2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Portland Trailblazers. For Portland, they come in off a win in their last outing against the Rockets. They'd like to play well to start this season's series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. And the Warriors head coach, former three-point ace, Steve Kerr, he has deep knowledge of the game. Also, some front office experience. He's helped establish a great culture for this organization, Kenny.
Well, he set some core values, you know. He wanted you to have compassion, competitiveness, and mindfulness. You know, throw in a sprinkle of joy, and then all of a sudden
You have the makings of a great day.
No doubt. There it is, and a lot of fun to play.
And you know, with all those great recipes, Kenny, I think it's part of how they lured KD to the team. Got to credit Steve. He helped lay the blueprint.
Has your day been filled with compassion and mindfulness and joy so far, Shaq?
Always sit next to you, Ernie.
Oh man. Yeah. How about you, Kenny?
Oh, man, you just put some butter on that toast, man. Golly.
Don't forget the jam.
I hope this show never ends.
And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just across the bay in Oakland for today's broadcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. It's the home of the Golden State Warriors, the Oracle Arena. We're live in Northern California. And, of course, Noah Vonleh. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
And Kevin, he was an important player for him, I think more than people give him credit for. And that's not to say the trade was a mistake, but this is a guy they'll miss.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, you hear a lot about the chemistry on this Warriors team. Now, one thing that they do is after a road game, if they have the next day off, they stay in that city and they have a team dinner. Steph Curry said, instead of going our separate ways, we enjoy each other's company. It helps build the camaraderie that you need to be successful. Kevin?
And thanks, David. Relationships come before anything else. Clearly, these guys like each other off the court as well. And a good-looking matchup in the backcourt tonight. Doris, you were somewhat of a pure point guard yourself in college basketball. Do you feel there's a lot less separation these days between the point guard and the off guard?
Well, we've talked about this on any number of occasions, Kevin, the positionless basketball that we seem to be trending toward. And certainly the one-guard position in this day and age needs to be a scoring position. I think you've got to be a threat regardless of the position you play. So I would say, yes, it's accurate to a certain degree.
That means a lot coming from a person that played so well. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Turner is out there with Davis, and it's Nurkic in its center. Here's Pachulia, and Davis sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Curry kicks to Durant, stolen by McCollum. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Turner's got the opening basket of the game for Portland. Trailblazers on D, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right. You could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable. They didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
Now Curry. After the missed three from Klay Thompson.
0 for 4. They can't buy a bucket.
Here's McCollum. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Thompson passes to Curry. Outside, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Lillard dishes to Turner. There's the screen. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Over Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Again, McCollum missing.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I think perhaps the most underrated part of Steph Curry's game is his physical and mental toughness. It does not matter the contact. This guy won't be denied. Guys, think about the impact Steph Curry has had on the next generation of players, right? Kids all over are shooting three-point bombs and trying to handle the basketball like Steph Curry. He has changed the game at a generational level with his ability to score it.
One shot.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And Doris, I'm sure there are a ton of young coaches out there having to explain why a pull-up three from 30 isn't a good idea most of the times. But then Curry's shooting ability has made that a common shot for him.
Right. His name is already on the top of most of the major three-point records in NBA history. But this guy has put a ton of time into his craft, and he's a once-in-a-generation type shooter.
Here's Curry after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Curry passes to Green. There's a screen. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Lillard. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Durant. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Stephen Curry. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. Nurkic a screen on Green. Lillard dishes to Nurkic over Pachulia, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And Lillard focused on involving his teammates through passing, showing a real desire to make them better.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. Pachulia sets a screen for Durant, and the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lillard outside. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight grade to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
The first one falls. And in terms of just how explosive this Warriors team can be, they can get hot over a course of a few minutes. And Doris just put a team away. The way they can shoot from deep and then play defense is just overwhelming.
How often have we seen, Kev, the game might be a 2 or 3 possession game, and within seconds, all of a sudden, they're up 20. They're incredibly deep shooting. Their ability to play off their own made shots and build momentum can steamroll a team.
Partway through the season, some rookies are starting to hit that wall, that imaginary rookie wall. Doris, what can they do to power through it and continue?
You know, Kevin, I think this is where having the great leadership of veterans who understand what these young guys are going through, and then they help them, right? So they understand, one, nutrition becomes important, so that's part of the conversation. Getting the appropriate rest, right? You can't go burning the candle at both ends, and so much of a rookie's experience or a young guy's experience in the league league is shaped by the veterans around them.
Nurkic with the steal. It's stolen by Green. To the inside, and Green slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you, Steph Curry almost as accurate as a passer as he is as a shooter, and that's saying something, Kevin.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 34-point game against Houston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
Throw good, Damian Lillard. And Doris, for Kerr to get win number 200, the team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kev, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record. I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Curry with it. Lillard picks him up. McGee, the pass to Durant. And it's off from three-point range. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Shoots from the baseline, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's 8 points for Lillard.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Golden State.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
First one falls for him. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. Terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
You could say they certainly were not on a string on the defensive end. They need to be so much better moving forward.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Portland.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Here's Curry. Last game with 30 points. Outside Durant. And the pass to Green. Curry kicks to McGee. Green, the screen. Curry with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 8 points.
Boy, that's picture perfect of how to use your teammate. Curry sheds the defender off the screen, gets enough room to bury the jumper.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Turner trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Green dishes to Curry. Down low, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And just the fact that Curry doesn't force anything, just runs the offense the way it's supposed to.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now here's Turner. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Nobody near Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Down low. Here's McGee. Nurkic with the block. And here's McCollum. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 11 points for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Lillard always looking to shoot from the outside. The D cannot give him daylight.
Curry kicks to Durant. Over McCollum. Misses off the left iron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they've been aggressive and assertive right from the opening tip. They've seized command of this game. Let's see what happens. And guys, it is so rare to see a player like Draymond Green who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, right? This guy moves so well, anticipates every play on the floor. He is just so disruptive and can shut down a player on any given night.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And you think, Doris, about the impact of Draymond Green, and he has had on that defensive end, again, Defensive Player of the Year last season in the NBA. Beyond the triple-doubles without any points, he can just erase chances in crunch time.
I would say he is about the last guy you want to go at when the game is hanging in the balance, because his defense raises its level when the game is going to be determined. I think he might have another Player of the Year on the defensive end in his tool belt before it's all said and done.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
You just admire Draymond Green for so many things. This guy is a talkative, passionate guy who certainly fires up the group around him.
Here's Napier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Passes it to Swanigan. Dishes it to Harkless. 4 on the clock. And Harkless slams it in.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Green, no luck. Portland leading by 11. Here's Napier. He feeds it to Harkless. There's the pick. Pass to Napier. From beyond the arc. Trailblazers keep it alive. Collins. McGee with the block. And he gets it back. Pass to Swanigan. Goes up again. And it's Napier missing. Green kicks to Young. Now here's Livingston. Guarded closely. To the inside. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Napier passes to Harkless. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
David West. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Golden State. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Trailblazers, 6 games out.
And for Portland, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
They really do look like they came into the season with the belief that they belong in the conversation among the best teams in the league.
Here's Connaughton. The Warriors making the shot. There's the 3. They get it back. Collins. Tries yet again. Stolen by McGee. There's the feed to Livingston. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Connaughton passes to Swanigan. Shot by Collins, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. That one drops for him. McGee's got 6 points. Portland leading by 7. Here's Napier looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Harkless. And the pass to Swanigan. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. .110 left to play here in the first. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. And you look at Collins, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
He's brought that physicality. I mean, given a chance to contribute, he's shown that he can battle inside with the best of them.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. He kicks to McGee. Now here's Livingston. He's tightly guarded. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Napier kicks to Connaughton. The dish to Harkless. Collins passes to Napier. Shot clock at 6. Here's Connaughton. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by McGee. And it's the Warriors on the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. They set the screen. He dishes it to Harkless. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, you know, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Swanigan is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Collins, and it's Napier in at the 1. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second-best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
And so here is Golden State after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And that misses. That would have put him up. Portland leading. Here's Napier. Feeds it to Harkless. Collins, a screen on Iguodala. Here's Harkless. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Iguodala. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 6 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Now here's Pachulia. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks, he was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. You know, Doris, when it comes to leadership, there are so many different ways to do it, different ways of leading. Among the players who are some of the more vocal leaders out there, who do you have circled?
You know, I think leadership sometimes, Kevin, requires that you make your teammates uncomfortable, and that's not always easy to do. So the 2 guys that come to mind for me are both Chris Paul and LeBron James. One, they're going to hold themselves to an incredibly high standard. And unless you're willing to do that, it's hard to bring everybody with you. So in terms of leadership, the guys I like watching the most right now in the current NBA are both Chris Paul and LeBron James.
Great examples. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Young, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in for Pat Connaughton. He doesn't get the second one.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Durant, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, let's remember, KD has incredible length, so when he goes to the offensive glass, he's able to capitalize with ease.
McCollum dishes to Harkless. Here's Swanigan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. And it's Napier missing. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Curry. Steps back and fires. Another miss by Curry. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pachulia's got his 4th rebound in this one. A clear look for Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
How about the incredible floor awareness from Kevin Durant? Such a sense for when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Napier kicks to Collins. McCollum outside. Dishes to Napier. And it's McCollum off the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on David West.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Throw good. McCollum. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Green, the screen. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Thompson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Klay Thompson possesses great size at the 2-guard spot, and he can mix his game and find a way to score on the interior.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Now here's Curry. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Pachulia with the screen on Lillard. And it's Green missing.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Thompson. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. And the first one at the line is good. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 13.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Now, here's Lillard, 13 points in the game. Nurkic a screen on Curry. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 8. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum dishes to Lillard. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the 2nd quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And a moment here to check out some numbers for Nurkic. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 11 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. All around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense, Greg, that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
On the wing, Davis. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Portland again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Durant wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McCollum kicks to Davis. Back to McCollum. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, forget about keeping it simple. He went for the high degree of difficulty on that lay-in.
Warriors leading by 3. Thompson passes to Green. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, Draymond Green works hard to be a consistent threat from the perimeter. He understands he's the most likely guy to be left open.
Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Yeah, he's rising to the occasion as you're trying to keep pace on the scoreboard.
Back to Curry, the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Outside Turner releases. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Portland. Now Lillard, he's got 15. On the wing, Turner for 3. The Trailblazers keeping it alive. New 24. Here's Connaughton. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Golden State's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Trailblazers trail by 4.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineup. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Now, this is why guys love playing with Draymond Green. If you're open, he'll find you, and his feel for the game is amazing.
Connaughton kicks to Nurkic. There's the screen. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. 5 to shoot. Here's Turner. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Throw good, Evan Turner.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Young against Lillard. Over Young. Kept alive. Nurkic.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And Nick Young with the slam.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. Nurkic setting the pick for Davis.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Livingston, covered by Lillard. Here's Young, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And with their struggles at the line this quarter, that free throw percentage has dropped down to about 55%. That's not going to get it done.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's Lillard. He's got 17. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Turner. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Throw good, Evan Turner. 23 seconds left here in the second. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Pass to McGee. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 10 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Trailblazers trail by 5. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's Pachulia in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Trailblazers shooting about 42% so far. And Turner kicks to McCollum. High post, Nurkic. Inside. Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant in the corner. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Well, some very valuable players right here. Big men who can create turnovers for their teammates inside. These are the power forwards and centers with the most assists in the past month. Number 1, Draymond Green.
I don't care what level you're at, high school, college, or pros. When you have the combination of size and passing skill that he does, it gives your team a huge advantage.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Green, the screen. Green with the screen on Turner. Thompson outside, 6 to shoot. And it's Durant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 17. Pachulia with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Shoots over Lillard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, Klay Thompson is as effective on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end. Really good reach there to knock that thing away.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. He feeds it to Lillard. And he makes that one. Lillard's got 19 points.
Yeah, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
Drills it from outside.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Pass to Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the 3rd.
Here's Pachulia. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, these interior looks are important for Zaza Pachulia, right? He's showing he's not just a defensive presence, but an offensive threat as well.
Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop a perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near-perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Pass to Durant. Over McCollum. Green kicks to Thompson. Good on the 3-point shot. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Collins. Got a hand on it.
Well, incredible work on defense from Zaza Pachulia. Great positioning so he can reject it.
Outside Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Swanigan. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 15 points.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Doris, what an honor, inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what, Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, you know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Basket, good. 6 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's the feed to Durant. Green, the screen, off the pick. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, Kevin Durant just masterful using screens, understands how to rub the defender off and get an easy opportunity.
Now here's McCollum. 10 points for him. Over in the corner, Harkless. There's the pass to Swanigan. Back to Harkless. Over Durant. Here's Swanigan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out the numbers for Stephen Curry. He's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. Doris, wearable body tracking, such as sensors the teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
You know, it's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given by these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Here's Swanigan. He averages about 5 points a game.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
And again, no good by Golden State.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Lillard.
And the 3-ball really hurting them right now, taking way too many bad shots from deep. Yeah, they've had some decent looks, but when it's not falling, it's hurting your cause. I wouldn't say to go away entirely from the 3, but they've got to do a better job of only taking the 3 when it's a great shot. Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Collins, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Picked by Pachulia. Curry passes to Durant. Curry a screen on McCollum. Green with a screen for Durant. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Harkless. And here is Curry. 18 points for him. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one-and-done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And a switch here also for Portland. Connaughton's checked in. Iguodala outside. McGee dishes to Young. And McGee kicks to Young. And the shot falls short this time. Trailblazers trail by 9. Napier passes to Collins. West with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Young's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Here's Napier. Passes to Connaughton. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Collins dishes to Napier. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Livingston. Got a piece of it.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And the basket by Napier.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Iguodala kicks it to West. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Puts it up from 12. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 8.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Here's Connaughton. Kicks to Harkless. 5 on the clock. Connaughton passes to Napier. It's rebounded by West. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Young, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Warriors, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Trailblazers trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And David West gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The dish to Napier. Pass to Connaughton. 4 on the clock. Count that one. Here's Livingston. 8 points for him. Shoots from 12. And it's Portland with the rebound. Collins dishes to Napier. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Livingston. And McGee kicks to Livingston. And he recovers it. 2 points. That one goes. Livingston's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Here's Connaughton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Lillard misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's Iguodala missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Connaughton, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Livingston, covered by Lillard. McGee with it. 10 points for him. He kicks it to West. Over Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Screen by Nurkic. Turner passes to Lillard. Turner up top. He's covered by Iguodala. The shot by Turner, no good. Warriors leading by 13. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. West outside. McGee a screen. Now here's Livingston. Defense right on him. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 12 in the game. Trailblazers trail by 15. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Connaughton. That's tipped. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Iguodala's drive laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Iguodala at his best. A terrific drive. Gets to the rim with ease. Well, a nice defensive play. Altered the shot, then stayed right there to clean up the glass.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Young. McGee dishes to Iguodala. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And that's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the floor for Portland, Evan Turner is out there with Davis. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Nurkic can't hit. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Livingston. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Livingston's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. Young outside to the paint. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Turner leading the charge. McGee with the block. Iguodala against Turner. Iguodala, that's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Lillard. Here's Turner. The second chance effort, and Davis puts it in.
He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
West against Davis. Layup off the pick. And the layup good by McGee. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Davis sets a screen. Lillard the pass to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly, Doris. We all love it as broadcasters, as fans. But are there any changes you'd like to make in any event or the weekend overall?
Well, I think one thing that would be fascinating to me is to see the best players, for instance, the Klay Thompsons, the Steph Currys, those people, the best shooters in the league, participate in that particular three-point contest. Think back to Larry Bird when he walked in the locker room and said, who's coming in second tonight? Like, those are great. We can't get enough of our stars. I'd like to see the stars have to participate in at least one event, Kev.
Good thoughts. The first one falls. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Nick Young. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And a switch here also for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee.
One shot.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Turner misses off the left iron.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense, and when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Pachulia. Caspi comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Patrick McCaw in for Thompson, and it's good. 2 points. 21 points for Damian Lillard.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Right side, Leonard. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Doris, one result of the new CBA, minimum contracts increasing 45%. That's a big help to the NBA's working class, I think.
Well, I don't think there's any question that you see increasingly role players, someone like Draymond Green, whose value has not necessarily translated in terms of points per game, but his value to winning can't be calculated. And you're right. You know, you see important role players and guys below the superstar level increasingly becoming better compensated. And, hey, listen, there's more of the pie to go around. Who doesn't enjoy a little more cherry pie, Kev?
Yeah, good thoughts. Good thoughts. Here is Caspi. Back to Bell. Bell with a screen on Aminu. 3 for Caspi. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Down low, here's McCollum. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Durant kicks to Curry. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 20. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
Durant dishes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 21 points for Steph Curry.
That's his third triple this half, and that's after hitting only one before that.
Now Lillard. Rebounded by Bell.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Curry passes to McCaw. There's the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for Bell. Draymond Green comes in for Caspi, and it's Thompson in for McCaw. Now the pass to Layman. Leonard kicks to McCollum. Over Thompson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 14 points for C.J. McCollum. Thompson dishes to Green. The screen from Thompson. Green kicks to Thompson. Pachulia the pass to Durant. Off target from outside.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
And Lillard kicks to Layman. The second chance effort. Lillard misses. Warriors leading by 18. Durant for three. Connects from three-point range. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Aminu with a screen on Curry. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Leonard sets a screen for McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Curry against McCollum. Collins a screen on Curry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Doris, in the collective bargaining agreement, great news for retired players. Health insurance options, pensions will increase, tuition reimbursement fund. What does that mean to these players who gave everything they had for this great game?
You know what I love about this, Kevin? I think each of us stands on the shoulders of the people who came before us, right? Everybody is the product of all the experience that came before. So
yes.
You think back to some of the ages that shaped the NBA, the Bill Russell Celtics, the Jerry West Lakers, and then go on through the generations. It's important we acknowledge their contributions. I absolutely love what this CBA has afforded these retired players.
And I think the NBA actually has taken a lead in that among all of the national sports.
You know what, Kevin? I think the NBA, because of their great leadership, they're always opportunistic to say, how can we make it better for our players? How can we make it better for the fans?
And other leagues are following. Well said, Doris. And so McCollum nails both of them. Warriors leading by 19 points. Green, the screen. Green with a screen for Durant. Here's Curry. Here's Pachulia. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you, Kev, Pachulia, just one of those guys you love having on your team. He works incredibly hard, but plays with a real edge.
Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. And Doris, regarding league expansion with the popularity of international basketball, you think there'll ever be a team added to the NBA that is not located in North America?
You know, this is a fascinating supposition because the game is so popular in China. The game is increasingly popular in any number of non-NBA cities in Europe, Kev. I just wonder about the logistics of it. We talk all the time about the difficulty of the travel schedule and the games in a certain number of nights. If you're incorporating overseas travel, it just seems to me that that's going to be a tough jigsaw to work out.
It could be. If you're playing on the East Coast and play in a London or a Paris, those flights probably don't measure much over 7 hours. But I get your point, and that, you know, all leagues are looking at this now very closely.
This is something the league is looking hard at. It'll be curious to see what occurs from it.
I think one of the things, too, is do we need to influence overseas markets now to find new revenues? I think that's something that all the leagues are looking at. Warriors leading by 18. Thompson dishes to Green. Lets it go from deep. Thompson misses.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Here's McCollum. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Durant for 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's McCollum with the drive. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, he is such a smooth finisher inside. Steph Curry's touch around the basket is unreal.
Now here's Harkless. He dishes it to Davis. Over Pachulia. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Warriors shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Curry's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Doris, as always, this question about resting players. Fans pay hundreds of dollars for tickets and parking and everything else, expecting the healthy guys to play. Why shouldn't there be a requirement for them to suit up?
Well, again, you have Commissioner Adam Silver attempting to address this and making it known during the finals that there would be some limitations based on the ability to rest players, that there would be strong encouragement to rest players at home because your fans obviously have more of an opportunity to see them at home. Listen, Kevin, I think fans need to be able to see the stars. At the same time, it's a strenuous 82-game stretch. Have we addressed it in terms of lengthening the season and shortening the preseason? What I do like is that the NBA is aware that there is an issue and they are working proactively to fix it.
As is their custom. They always do that.
Correct.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Warriors leading by 18. Curry passes to Pachulia. They set the screen. Thompson sets the pick for Pachulia. Curry kicks to Durant. But he stays with it.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's Thompson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
Here's Lillard. Green with the block. The tray. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Here's Nurkic. Tipped away, but they'll get another chance.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
Trailblazers trail by 18. To the wing right side. And that one's good. Lillard Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Curry dishes to Pachulia. Feeds it to Durant. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. It's not a foul.
They throw good. McCollum. So McCollum nails both of them. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
They double team Curry. They get it back, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. That one misses for Pachulia. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Curry passes to Thompson. Picked by Pachulia. And Thompson kicks to Pachulia. 5 to shoot. Durant dishes to Pachulia. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Kevin Durant.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Here is Durant after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Thompson in the corner. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by Nurkic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Thompson passes to Curry. Dishes to Durant. Shoots over Nurkic, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 18.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here's Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.